are they going to run the same stuff? Are they going to give us the same fronts? Are they going to show the same blitzes? Because they might not be as good in that situation. So, I mean, we've been, just preparing for everything, sort of say. Like getting ready for anything they can throw at us, just be ready for them.
Well, for instance, I know I think it's their Mike Wright, the all-ACC guy, the linebacker, is probably the best guy on the defense. He's sitting out for the pros. I mean, when you look, I'm sure it was probably a challenge to figure, okay, how am I going to get to this guy? But now you have to worry about that.
Yeah, I mean, very true. We watched him on film. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
And, to see him, 17's his backup, so he had a little bit of film. So, I mean, that's what's also hard, too.
Right.
Like, there's not much film
Not
on
sample
him.
size, yeah.
Right. So, just, like I said, prepare for everything.
But, they are pretty big up front.
Right.
And so that, probably in a way for you, probably like that because you don't have those small, quick guys you've got to try to get your hands on. So at least you got a bigger target, right?
Yeah, you got a little bit bigger target, but, I mean, they have a talented D-line.
Yeah.
I mean, they're nothing to mess around with.
And they're intact.
Yes.
So what you see there is what you're going to get.
Right.
Yeah.
You mentioned you don't have a ton of film. How different is that from a usual week-to-week game? You do have a lot of film. You know who you're playing against. Now you've got a long layoff between games, but a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically the same thing. If a player would go down or get injured, the game before, you might not have much film, but you use what you can. You see his tendencies if he has any. But, I mean, he's played a little bit, but, I mean, it's just hard to, like I said, you just got to predict, see if they'll run the same stuff.
In some ways, kind of like an opener. I mean, when you talk about, probably feel fresh again, your body's, you're not like you were in the Baylor game when you're all beat down after a long season. So is there that freshness a little bit?
Oh, yeah, for sure, especially with, the 2 ankle injuries I was working through pretty much the entire season. Finally got some time to really work through them, rehab them, and, really get them back to full strength. And this is the best I've felt in a long time.
I was going to